Hello, and welcome to Swinging for Profits. Today's Tuesday, August 25th. And like we talked about yesterday, markets really gapped open today. Pretty much manipulating everybody into thinking that yesterday's sell-off was over. The market's coming back up to previous levels. It's all good and cherry. Until it just continued to go down, 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 and down. To the tune of closing down $2.28 from yesterday's close. Once again, another crazy range day, $8.53. Everything's all over the map right now. You're never, I shouldn't say never, but you're very rarely going to find a bottom and a turnaround in a day. You're going to want to see a bounce up like we've got. And then you're going to want to see it come back down and test these bottoms here. Like I said, it's not going to be a big surprise to me if the market does technically take out this low and maybe a little bit lower. They like to do that and stick it to you just that little bit. We're going to take a look at the DIA. Same thing there, down $1.89 for the day, another wide-ranging day on this one. NASDAQ, I'm going to look at the ETF, same thing. This one was really strong. Same thing. We had a not as bad $4.73 range, but still closed down 37 cents today. Not good. A lot of times when I'm doing this, I like to bounce back over to the futures. Futures gives you a lot of insights that you don't see on these ETFs when you're trading them. And it'll identify to you some things that you may not see. Yes, that was a big down day. Look at this one. That is an ugly looking chart right there. Do I think it's going to continue to go down? Yep, it will. Am I concerned? Not really. This is part of the game right now. What I like to do, like I said, I like to go back and look at this stuff on a weekly chart. I like to use moving averages. As you can see, the moving averages are still pretty well spaced out. They're still on a nice uptrend. Yes, we got a little bit turn here, to be expected. When I'm going to become concerned is when the weekly averages start to cross over and this pricing starts to get below the 200 on a weekly. Until then, the market's going to do what the market's going to do. The market's job is to generate profits and revenue. It's to make money. So right now, they are in a money-making phase. They're trying to get some blood in the streets and just whipsaw everybody out of these markets. Is it going to come back down to these levels that we see here? Very good possibility. When you look at this on a weekly chart for the NASDAQ, yeah, this is a level of support. This is an area that it could come back down and test to. Does that mean this market is over? No. Does it mean we're going to have some more downward movement? Absolutely. It's to be expected. We'll go and look at the S&P. Same thing. We can expect that prices are going to probably, if I'd have to guess, this is a range, 1725 to 1760, that potentially the market could come down to. You paid attention to the Chinese markets today, overseas markets. They didn't do that good. We had a great gap opening because they said they were going to cut interest rates in China. Those markets were mixed over there. That didn't really do anything on their end. It was good news on our end, enough to suck everybody into, taking a trade on to watch it go down the toilet. Look at the Dow. Dow's been the weakest. Now, we're down at the 200-week moving average on a weekly chart. This is, in my opinion, an area that, I would have thought the 15.6 was going to be a level that was going to be a test and hold. It may very well still be. The week's not over here yet. It can still get back down to this level range, and things may start to brighten up by next week. I'm going to continue to watch these markets, wait for my trade, wait for my setups and opportunities, and see what becomes of it. The Dow's the weakest of the three that we've been watching. Russell, another indicator of where things are going. I'm liking the levels down here. I think they're pretty good. Like I said, I'm looking for 1,048. Is it out of the realm of reality that this thing can drop another 60 points? Absolutely not. Give it a couple days. There's not really nothing to cheer about right now, and they're not leaving you anything to cheer about. You come back over here and look at this on a daily chart, and 1,038 was the 52-week low, so 10 points above that, that puts you at a level that we could see this market go down to. I said it the other day, I'm going to say it again today. I'm going to want to see things kind of tone down a little bit before I get in here. Here is, we don't want the futures market for this, but we'll get on to the IWM. Implied volatility is still through the roof, 44.19%. I don't want anything to do with these right now. Way overpriced. I don't want to pay these premiums. The market's going to need to come down, and it's going to need to calm and settle down a little bit before we look into this. Yesterday I talked about the spider. Weekly, first week of September, we were looking at, I got to put more numbers up here because we don't even have it up here anymore after today. 194. Yesterday I said that thing was about 286. We got a $2.28 move to the downside. I think dropped $1. You would have been in there. That's $1,000 on 10 contracts in a day. Gone. This premium, if these markets continue to calm and settle themselves down, the implied volatility will continue to drop. The premiums will also continue to drop. There's no point in watching these things go down right now. Let the markets calm. Let them settle themselves. We'll wait for our opportunities. They're there. If you want to run and rush, jump in, get ahead of the game, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. Be impatient, get in, get all excited to lose money. Without money, you can't trade. Bottom line. And they're masters of taking it away from you. You want to be able to keep this in your bank account to trade another day. There's a saying that runs around out there: bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Don't be a pig. You're going to have your opportunities. There's no need to get greedy, rush in, sit back and wait. This is a very volatile time. We need to let it settle down. We'll see what the next few days bring. Watch for my next update. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe to my page. Thanks.